You're listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance, Protecting Texas Churches. The show that gives pastors and church leaders the clarity they need to protect their people, property, and ministry.
Welcome to the final episode of our special series from our book, The Promise of Certainty. I'm your host, Ron Wadley with Insurance for Texans. Over the last 4 weeks, we've walked a long road together. We've covered the principles of risk, the geographical realities of our state, and the 12 essential coverages every church needs. Today, we're tying it all together to leave you with the promise of certainty. For a couple of weeks, we laid out the 12 types of insurance that every church leader should consider. But this is not the finish line. This is the starting point for the right policy. On paper, it's just a list. In the right hands, this is going to be a conversation guide. When you sit down with an agent, this list gives you a way to take control. You're not reacting to whatever they bring up. You're leading with what matters most to your church. You can check your current policy against it, spot the blind spots, and push for the coverage that fits your risks. That's where the value lives. And that's when the 3-part framework really starts working for you. Where you are now sets the context. Where you're headed keeps you thinking ahead. What you need to get there turns those 2 realities into a plan. When you filter the 12 coverages through that lens, you stop treating insurance like a bill and start using it as a leadership tool. Who cares about collecting insurance terms and definitions? That's not what we're doing. This is about protecting a mission. The same way a pastor prepares a sermon or a board plans a budget, you prepare your coverage so your ministry can keep going, no matter what happens. That's the promise of certainty. It's more than peace of mind. It's knowing you've already made the decisions that keep the doors open, the lights on, and the work of the church moving forward when the storm comes. Now let's chat a little bit about how to use our True Texas Church Insurance 3-step model. Most people don't make it through a book or a podcast series about insurance, especially one written for churches. That tells me you care. You're willing to lead, to prepare, and to take responsibility for the ministry God's entrusted to you. We didn't put this together just to explain policies. We built it for church leaders like you in situations just like yours to make the most intelligent and informed decisions possible. This isn't about learning a set of definitions. It's about protecting the people, programs, and purpose you've been called to steward. You've seen what happens when it goes wrong. The numbers are sobering. In 2023, Texas was hit by $16 billion disasters, more than any other state. Hail, hurricanes, floods, wildfires, nearly half of all billion-dollar weather events in the U.S. since 1980 have touched Texas. Churches that once shared coverage are now on their own. Premiums have spiked by 6 figures for some, forcing painful trade-offs, cutting staff, delaying repairs, scaling back ministry. But the damage isn't just financial, it's emotional and spiritual. Burnout, broken trust, leadership turnover, congregations shaken to the core. When coverage fails, it's the people who bleed first. And once trust is lost, it spreads fast. I know this personally. I grew up as a pastor's son. I've seen how fragile stability can be and how much difference preparation makes. My dad died young, but because he carried life insurance, my mom had more than survival. She had a second chance. That choice shaped the way I see this work. It's not about maybe, it's about when. That's where the promise of certainty comes in. It's more than a phrase, it's the commitment that when the storm hits, you'll already have made the decisions that keep your doors open, your lights on, and your mission moving forward. So here's what to do next. Number 1, use the 3-part framework: where you are now, where you're headed, what you need to get there, to filter every conversation with your agent. Number 2, take the 12 coverage types you've just read about and use them as a checklist, not a suggestion list. And number 3, press for clarity. Spot the blind spots, close the gaps. you don't have to do it alone. We've built free resources, tools, and a friendly consultative team who understands ministry as well as insurance. We're here to help you use this model to protect your purpose and strengthen your future. The storms will come. Some you'll see on the radar, some you won't. The question is, will your ministry still be standing when they pass? Don't wait to find out. Connect with our team at insurancefortexans.com. And if you haven't already, get your free copy of our book, The Promise of Certainty, at thepromiseofcertainty.com. I'm Ron Wadley, and this has been Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance Protecting Texas Churches. Until next time, remember, your church's mission is too important to leave to chance.
Thanks for listening to Faith, Stewardship, and Insurance. Until next time, remember, insurance isn't just about policies. It's about safeguarding the mission God has called you to lead.